What's up, people? We back again. It's so beautiful.
And it's Lee and Dumi.
Hello. Hi. Hey.
Okay, it's another Friday. Today's topic is very interesting. It's controversial. It gets everybody talking, I guess. I think everyone has a story. Yeah. Well, everyone else has a story. And then, and then there are others who don't. Okay, so today we're going to be discussing gold digging and sugar mommy, sugar daddy, sugar baby relationships. The Ben 10 syndrome, especially. I like that. That one touches my soul.
Oh, when the rent is just too high.
What?
This morning, some guy was telling me a story about he had a roommate. Né? He had a roommate. Wait, no. This guy is sleeping in his room. His room has another bed. So he's sleeping on one bed, his roommate's sleeping on another bed.
Mm-hmm.
His girlfriend calls. Né? And when she calls, she's drunk. She wants to see this guy. So he keeps ignoring her. His friend, another housemate, goes, opens for the girl. She comes with her friend. Now, this bedroom situation was that this guy and these two guys, his heads faced opposite directions.
Okay.
So the one could see the other one's face and whatever.
Okay.
So yeah, this guy is talking to his girlfriend, man. And then the roommate wakes up, but he's pretending to be asleep, just to be out of the situation.
Sure.
And his tablet is below his pillow. So the girlfriend's friend sits next to this guy. Someone so nice, so lovely, pulls the tablet out. Now she's wearing leggings and a vest. Only place to put it is where?
Within your bag.
No, in front of the golden pot. Ne? Does that. So now this guy, as they leave, the roommate checks in because he felt something but didn't want to react. He checks. There's nothing. This guy's like, no, bro, let's go find these girls. My tablet's missing. They go, they find them in the Fauzi line. They go, when this girl sees them, you could see her trembling, apparently. I wasn't there.
Okay.
See her trembling, something wrong. They go there, they search her, they find it.
In the golden area. The golden circle.
As they put it out, she's on some, hey, I broke up with my girlfriend, with my boyfriend, I don't know how I'm going to pay the rent this month. What?
So she stole. How do you? She stole a complete stranger's tablet.
Oh, now she must steal somebody she knows this thing.
That's not the point. She stole something from someone
To pay the rent.
to pay rent.
Yeah.
Like I said,
I think they should
when the rent is too high.
Sugar daddy
This
didn't
is
pay the rent.
absolutely
You
Okay.
get angry.
It hurts my feelings. Theft hurts my feelings.
Ah.
It really does. It's not the golden part that hurts me in the story.
Why?
Why would she steal now?
It's for rent. Sugar daddy left.
She must live.
Money no more. But rent you must pay.
What happened to the rent? Why can't she pay to? I mean, ask
Sugar
her, ask her
daddy
parents.
left. Your parents told you to go
Unless mom
stay
and
in
dad
Sunnyside. You caught feelings and found a flat, I don't know, at Silver Lakes.
Whatever.
Because let me share my story. This is how sugar daddy things work. There's this girl from back home that everybody now knows for her sugar daddy tendencies. She's a very beautiful girl. Shame, she uses that beauty to her advantage. Hey, she's not even playing games. I remember at one point, she had a car. I won't mention the name because, people from home listen to these things so they will catch on.
No sweat.
But let me say it was a German car. She had a German car.
Alright.
And she did not stay in Sunnyside, where she was supposed to be at.
Okay.
She lived in a townhouse. Okay.
Sure.
I remember she was talking to her friend this one time. I was like, oh, my mom still keeps sending me rent money. I don't know what to do. Like, sugar daddy tendencies.
If my dad sent me the rent money for the flat that I'm at right now, I would be bawling. Like,
No, but the thing is now, sugar daddy was providing pocket money and rent money.
Sugar
So
daddy was basically the parent.
she really
Yeah.
didn't need that little petty rent money that they were sending her. It looked like
Sunny side rent
change.
money,
Exactly. You know, it was because she's the type of girl who now wants to shop at Jenny Vuitton. You know, if she's a little broke, she's gonna go to Cotton On. You know,
That's a little bro.
Yeah, just
yeah,
like
just
a
I'm a
little
little
girl.
low on cash. So now with the Sunnyside rent, I mean, really, like, you can't exactly go on a shopping spree with that. You can buy lunch because she's the kind of girl to go to Signature for lunch. You know, so yeah, that's why she thought it was funny that her mom still sent her rent money. Anyways, this carried on for 7 years, or 8 years.
Same guy.
No.
Oh.
Different people.
Different guys.
Were they overlapping or was she like, it's over, I must find another one?
Listen. So Cape Town trips, you know, like beautiful stuff. First class, I mean business class, you know. So now, let's fast forward. She now finally has a place and of her own now, but it's still sugar daddy type, but it's her own,
Yeah.
you know. Then sugar daddy catches her stealing. Long story short, she's back home without a car.
Stealing from where?
Cheating, my bad. Did I say stealing?
Oh, you
Yes,
said
my
stealing.
bad.
Now I'm like,
He caught her
okay, she stole
cheating.
what?
It is still stealing, though. I mean,
Not really. Like,
Nah,
it
it is
depends.
stealing.
If he belongs to somebody else, then it's stealing.
yes.
But
Yeah. So yeah, now she's home without a car.
Wait, this girl was
The
here,
sugar daddy's overlapped.
was here, and then was she at school?
That's what the parents thought.
7 years.
Yeah. No, they thought now she works because then we need to progress.
That's my point.
She measured her time. She was like, I really don't know what story she sold because I mean you have to
Graduate
produce a
at some
diploma or something. I don't know what story she produced, but she stayed here. And it was one of those girls on Instagram. She was living it up, and you thought, but we know you didn't graduate. So what do you do really? You wake up every morning, you exercise, you know,
And she's pretty.
look good.
Yes, and then go out with the babe. Yeah, well, babe. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, she goes out to fancy lunches. Even I'm pretty sure she doesn't even do lunch anymore. She probably does brunch
I
now.
want to see her on Instagram.
She probably does like brunch. You know, these people who
Those funny things.
Yeah, people
Early
who-
dinners.
Yeah, and early dinners and late dinners as well, or late lunches and things like that. And they go to soirees and polo matches and golf
What's that
tournaments.
thing? Go, is it Durban? With the
Durban
horses?
July.
Durban July.
Yes, the people who go to Durban July and mingle in the VIP area, things like that. It's such a
Shame,
life.
but
Eh?
it's been a year now since the sugar daddy's overlapped, so her life isn't that lavish anymore. But yeah,
Is it, why isn't she finding
I'm
another
just saying, as long as you get to keep your lubes, that's all good.
Your what?
Your Louboutins.
Oh.
It's all good.
yeah, I guess she got to keep all her
I was
clothes.
thinking something else.
Oh,
For me-
Lubies. I should have probably said Lubies.
But the
That's
thing
really
is,
disgusting.
it's sad now because she's not used to home. Even I'm not used to a home lifestyle.
Yeah.
I mean, it's a township, and it's not like Soweto township. It really is like deep, you know. And then there's no sugar daddy really to
Would pass around
boost you up. I mean, it's just taxi owners.
But those guys have got paper, babe.
They
No,
do.
wait.
Those guys
Wait,
have got paper.
whoa.
Let's not look at them.
But not like
they don't have.
Isibaya.
Well, yeah,
okay, from
obviously.
my township, they're not on that Isibaya tip.
Oh,
They
okay.
own like 2 taxis.
Nice. So,
When this girl went home, what happened?
The bays overlapped. One bay found another bay in his house that he's paying for.
No, but now, I mean, with her parents and stuff.
I don't know. Thing is, I don't care. I just hear these things. Well, that's why I don't even know the full story. I've skipped a lot of things.
yeah.
Because even the location changed. She wasn't just based here. But, I caught this like, oh, no, she's back home. Because I just asked like, oh, but she's been posting a lot of home pictures. What happened to the lavish stuff?
Lifestyle.
It's been a while since I've seen her taking a picture of her
A meal.
business class. Yeah, meals too. Her expensive signature
Her
meals
popcorn
and
boss.
her business class tickets to heaven knows where, what's happening, what's a guan, you know?
Dude.
And I was told, bastard, it's 2 o'clock in the morning, where you been? I love
Oh my
that song.
gosh. Like, I don't, help me understand. I understand, let me not say I understand prostitution, forced prostitution, in the sense that, you know that the home situation is tough.
Yeah.
And you know that you can't afford
So you're providing for hope.
something like that. There are girls that are in those
It does
situations.
happen. I can vouch for that, especially because my street is just crazy with them. I actually witnessed one time this prostitute. The scenario from where I was standing looked like it was her mom with her child going to visit the prostitute, and she
At
gave
work.
them money. Yeah, and she was crying and everything, and then she hugged them goodbye.
Like, where I'm getting at with this is, like, before we take it left, into prostitution, I don't want to touch on that subject. It's very sensitive.
Yeah.
What I mean is, I take gold digging as a more informal.
Escort.
Yeah, it's an informal, like, means of prostitution. Also
You
that.
don't get paid.
Yeah.
for sex.
Also that you as a woman are not owned by anybody. No one owns
No,
you.
there's no pimp.
Yeah, there's no pimp. There's no, what do they call
Agency.
them, madam or something like
Yes,
that. Yeah,
it is a
there are
madam.
no pimps, no madams involved. It's just you and your grind, right? And this, you're not
You
necessarily.
work your own hours.
Yeah, your hours are flexible. It depends on, like how long your facial and your, seaweed wrap scrub massage thing is gonna take, those kind of things. I see it as a sort of form of prostitution. I don't understand, though, can one really go to that length? Is it really the solution to the problem? Because I feel like in a country like ours, there are retail stores, there are shopping stores like ShopRite and
What
Spar,
ShopRite is gonna pay me enough to buy Louboutins?
Baby, look, what I'm talking about is a situation where the situation at home is deep. You can't buy lubes
Oh, okay.
when mom
Stop
and dad
calling
are...
it lubes,
Okay,
please.
lubies. You can't buy
Can you just call them
Louboutins.
red
You
bottoms?
can't
Let's just call
buy
them
red
red
bottom
bottoms.
Louboutins when mom and dad don't have food to eat.
But here's the thing. People want the Chris Brown, Floyd Mayweather lifestyle. They want that.
So you come here with your ShopRite and 5% discount on whatever. I want to go eat at, what's this place?
Baobab and Burgundies and whatever. That's what they want. And that's what's important to them. That's
Okay,
the
I
problem.
can't speak for those whose situation at home really is just drastic. I don't understand the situation there. But the kind of girls whom I know who are well known back in my township for being gold diggers, they just want stuff, like it's an accidental thing. You know how actresses are always, it was an accident. I didn't want to be an actress.
and
it
then
just
next thing you
happened.
know, hey,
You
they
know?
found me and here I am.
It's accidental, really, with them. What happens is they leave home, they come here to the big city, they study. Now, they're gonna go out every once in a while. Maybe one day they're gonna be like, hey, girls, let's be bourgeois, let's quit with the whole, what's that club we all liked? It starts with an S.
Stones.
Yes. Let's quit with the stones. Aren't you tired of grinding with students? They're too broke to buy us anything, really. Let's go to Moloko.
Places like Maloko.
Hi.
Blooming as well.
I
Hello.
was thinking Club Africa or something.
So, this girl is yellow bone, is pretty, She's big bum, small waist, all the things that the media is feeding us. Oh my gosh, before I even carry on, can I just state that I'm not xenophobic, really? I don't believe in treating people inhumane.
Okay.
I am against it.
Sure.
With that being said, they get there, they find Obaji.
Ogana.
I'm not supposed to. Wow.
He's
but
gonna
okay.
nudge his friends. We know these guys are moneyed at the clubs. They are the ones who will buy you all these things.
Mr. Chop my money.
He wants to chop his money on you. So it's nice, you know. It's you get a little taste. You're like, oh my gosh, because you realize you didn't even have to use $5.
Yeah.
You got there, you looked pretty, you ordered some drinks that
You
you were
took a
prepared
bath
to
and you
pay
got
for.
there.
Yeah, and then
He was there.
he chopped his
And
money on you,
it
and
was great.
and then he even took you home in his Range or whatever it is
You
that
know?
he drives. Because I've seen the cars that park outside Muloko. Damn, dude. So now it's like, wow, this was nice, but then it was only for the night.
Yeah.
So now they come back, and then now they're like, let me see how this goes for a week. Then for a month. Then before they know it, they're caught up in the game. That's what
You're
they do.
actually getting into relationships with these men.
Yes.
You know, I think being around my dad, being around family, being around my dad's friends even, has taught me that old men are just not
Ew.
the way to go. It's
Yeah.
gross. Like, why would you want to sleep with a man who's as old as your dad?
I remember this
But
other
yes-
time.
These people are your dad's friends.
Okay.
It's not random men that you know.
No.
That's the
They're the
difference.
Which
same
means
age.
for me,
No.
I relate every time I step out of the house, everything that I see, the situations that I find myself in or around or nearby, I equate them to the situation at home. I see an old man, already I'm thinking my dad. I family zone him before I even find out his name.
It's
Before I
not
even
even-
say hi. He's family zone. He's my father, this one.
It's not even my dad, my uncle. If you're my uncle's age, peace.
It's over.
Dude, like, I can't.
Because my dad's too old, you know.
Yeah, no, my dad is actually quite old.
My
yeah.
uncle's age, peace out. You know, I have just gotten into the 20s. This is my third year doing 20, okay? I'm not trying to be with a man who's pushing 40.
Bre,
No.
wait, what do you
Can I
have to
just say
talk
something?
about though?
Can I just say
Yeah?
something?
Midlife crisis.
If a 30-something, 40-something-year-old woman came to me and she looked nice and she was like, hey, let me take you out for lunch.
Ben 10.
Ah, bon.
You won't say no.
With no shame, with no nothing, I will go. But here's the thing. Here's the thing that people, not people, but these others don't understand.
Okay.
When the Ben Mama gives you money,
Yeah.
you spend, you blow it, you buy clothes and you buy whatever. Don't do that.
Then you buy a real
This person
girlfriend.
must be a job. There must be a job. There must be an ATM, the bank of Mama. Ne? I was watching an episode of 3 Talk when it was still on TV.
Yeah.
It was me, my 2 aunts. Yeah, it was just the 3 of us. We were watching and they're talking about these relationships.
Was it when Gateson was there?
That name sounds familiar. I just don't get the
Mackenzie.
face.
He's associated with Kenny Kunene and the like.
Oh, that colored man.
Yeah, he's
who's
balling.
from
No,
prison
he
and
wasn't
stuff.
there. He wasn't there. So now it's these 3 girls, man. One of them is like, no, I do this because at home we don't have food. So I am in a relationship, but he helps me help the people at home. The other one's like, no, I
I
just
like
want
it.
I want those 13,000 leggings and whatever. And the other one, this person built 2 houses. One she lives in, one she rents out. She fixed her parents' house. She saved a crap
This
load
is
of
a
money.
career, my
she
friend.
paid fees for varsity. So, and then she broke off the relationship. So this person was like a bursary, basically.
Before
That's
you
what I
even
want.
carry on,
That's deep.
before you carry on, no, really, like
Wow.
this. Okay, sugar daddy and sugar mama is just wrong because chances are you are actually breaking a family. It's rare to
Yeah.
find a single sugar daddy. With that being said, though, you must, acknowledge these girls, who are, because I look at a lot of girls and I always say this. I just thank God he did not put that sugar daddy desire inside of me. Because me personally, this is how I do it. Instead of him buying me iPhones and everything, my parents can do that for me. I'd be like, nah, babe, let's stay off that. I'd like some shares in Vodacom or MTN. Actually, let's make it DSTV, seeing that Shacks have DSTV these days. When I get out of that relationship, he has spent like 50,000 on shares, and when I sell them, I'm probably gonna have 100. This is how I see. You see this girl you just described. people need
You
to
see a
take down
business
roles.
opportunity.
It's a business opportunity, really. For me, that's how I'd
I have
handle
a
sugar
question.
daddies.
I have a question. Lee, if a sugar situation approached you, would you or would you not
asked me
dip your finger in the sugar bowl?
What do you mean by dipping? my
Would you
finger?
go into the relationship?
The relationship?
Well, the opportunity,
The
whatever you wanna
business
call it,
opportunity
whatever it
that
is to you.
arises.
You know the way my bank account is set up right now.
Friend,
No, I'm kidding. Look, honestly speaking, I don't think I would. The reason why is not because he's old. It's not because it's gross. It's not because it's not socially acceptable. But I know I'm going to cheat on him.
that's
For
noble.
sure.
So you won't invest in a relationship that you are not totally invested in
Yes.
because you feel like you will cheat on this
I'm
man.
going to cheat
So
on
now,
him.
what if this man comes to you and he is going through a divorce,
Okay.
and you know
Yes.
that you're not the
Like Kenny Kunene vibes with like 17 girlfriends.
yeah, but not flashy 17 on each side. No, one on one. He gives you time like Monday is yours. baby.
Yeah, he does that.
Okay, yeah, man.
Yeah, okay.
Let's
okay.
just
Yeah,
say,
yeah, yeah.
Would you still feel like no, I won't do it because I'm gonna cheat on it?
Yeah. Yeah.
You
No,
you
here's the
capitalize.
thing. No, I'm going to get caught or I'm going to confess, and I'm going to miss out on these benefits anyway. That, unless, of course, like if I do get into it and I invest, then it won't be an issue. Like literally invest, put the money away to say, okay, baby, I see you giving me this so I can buy myself Louboutins, but I feel like I have a future to invest in. I'm going to put it away. And I think also, you know, when you look at gold diggers who are smart, the ones who invest their money, the ones who put it away,
The
put it to
Shabinas
good
of
use.
the world.
Yes, the ones who put it to good use. They are the ones who are sustained in this game. They are never broken up with. They are never told, hey, listen, you are eating my money, go
Kanye
away.
Bao leaves.
You know?
She's the one who tells you, peace out. You know, I've
Kanye
done right up the well.
Kanye Bao is like this. She sees you, she likes you, she has you, and she uses you until someone else comes into the picture. She befriends this one while she's still with you. And then before she gets into anything with this guy, she'll leave you. She'll say, no, listen, it's not working, sharp, bye. And then next thing you know, she's with this guy, who is probably earning 10 times more than what you're earning.
Ask Mandy.
There are levels, bruh. I think with her, though, what happened was there was Manda and then Tebogo. And then...
you're mentioning names. I know.
Okay, there was Manda, the man that she was married
Lamborghini
to.
man.
Yeah, the Lamborghini man. The
Okay.
one that she
Got
was
her
married
a
to. The
Lambo
one...
at 19.
Yeah, the one who's fathering her daughter right now. And then she broke it off with him, okay, claiming hey, the relationship was emotionally
went broke.
abusive, whatever, blah, 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 blah. And then,
But
of
there
course,
were
he went
others in between before Tebogo. There were a lot.
Were there?
It's just that it was never a relationship so
It
stable.
was a situation.
Yeah.
And I remember there was a time where she tried to take some other lady's man, some other woman's husband,
That
and
white
that was
guy.
big. They fought even. And then there was Tebogo, the flute player
From Kwela
from
Tebza.
Kweleteza, one of the trio. Sorry, one of the guys in the group. She dated him. I think that was a very long. It seemed
It
like a
was long.
genuine
Really, I was about to say, I actually believe she
relationship.
had
Like she
retired.
actually loved this man.
No, really, I thought she had retired.
She retired.
Yeah, I actually thought, you know,
It's a
she
career,
really
this
loves this man. He has nothing to give her, perhaps.
Yeah.
But she's there. And I thought she had changed. I thought, you know,
We
hey,
all did. South Africa was actually clapping their hands. They were applauding, like, wow. Whatever it is that Tebza is doing, what is it Tebogo his name? Or is just
yeah, it's
Kwela
Tebogo.
Tebza?
It's Tebogo. This guy's name is Tebogo.
Yeah, you know, like, wow, this guy, he's not a millionaire. We all know this. But, you know, she's there.
And she
And
stayed.
then-
And it was a loving relationship. Then some guy came along and...
Bye.
She went back into the game.
Yeah, but now the way her life is set up right now,
Kind of set up.
the way her life is set up right now, it looks like she is hustling for herself now.
She
though.
is.
That's the difference between where she is now and when she was with Mandla. When she was with Mandla, she didn't have a job. She was just a socialite. She would wake up, you pay her 35,000 rands to come to your party or your event or whatever, and then that was her income. Now she's got endorsements, she's got her TV show, her talk
Yeah.
show. So she is actually making
And
her
she
own
acts.
money. Yeah, and she acts. So now she is making her own money. Simultaneously, she's got an investor, a sponsor, a personal sponsor at that.
Okay.
Oh, guys, before I forget. Woo! Yeah. You know this thing of looking older than your age? It's nice when you have to get inside somewhere, but then after a while, so I was turning 18. So my cousin and a few of our friends decided to take me out, you know. We went to a place, the Capellos back home is very different
Yeah.
to the one here.
Okay.
This- no, like, no, the Capellos back home, you would compare it standard to coffee. You know,
Oh,
and-
okay, yeah.
Yeah. I was really disappointed when I came here first year and I saw that Capellos. I was like, Capellos, is that you?
Yeah.
Anyways, yeah, so they decided to take me there. You know, we had our thing going. Then this guy, and mind you guys, this was 2010, right? This guy in his S-Class, when S-Class was still a new thing to us. He comes there with his S-Class. We admire the car, we love the cars, but we ignore it. We're just chilling there. I mean, it was my birthday, we're ready to spend our money. You know, we didn't have that gold digging mentality.
Sure.
We sit there, we have our first round of drinks, you know, everything is nice. Then the waiter comes with like the exact same thing that we ordered each. But then we didn't order it. We're like, my guy, you will pay that yourself. We don't know what this is. The way our bank accounts are set up right now
I
is
don't
that
have the funds.
we knew what we would be buying and paying for. You come in
Sure.
here, he's like, nah. That guy over there asked me to give you guys this, and he said he'll take care of your bill. I'm like, it's definitely my birthday.
Thank you,
You
Lord.
know, I can tell it's you, Lord. Thank you. After a while, the waiter comes. He's like, the gentleman is asking if he can join you guys. Ish.
That's nice to eat the money, hey? It's nice to eat the money, but when it comes to the actual...
Before I even carry on with the story, can I just mention that was before I got saved? You know, I was not born again.
No one is judging you. I'm not judging you.
The listeners.
I'm not judging you.
Even
I'm
I'm
your
judging.
I'm your friend. I know where we come from. Where we come
yeah,
from.
we come from far.
So
my
it's all
friend.
good, friend. I know.
So now I'm like, niggas, pull yourselves together. Do you realize how much we've been eating? We can't pay for this stuff. Let the man come and sit with us. What will it hurt? Well, it's like, okay, whatever. He comes. The problem now is that now he wants my cousin. Ish. So we like, look, girl, somebody gotta pay the bill.
Take it for the team. You have to take one for the
Do
team.
something, you know, like, hey. Yeah. So she's like, okay, it's not a big deal. It's fine, okay. He gives her numbers, they exchange, whatnot. So we go back to our typical matric lives. You know, that weekend is over. It was fun. We experienced a lot of stuff. Let's move on. He calls her. He's like, I'm out of the country. I forgot where he said he went. I think it was Abu Dhabi or Dubai. I forgot.
Okay.
But somewhere where there's a lot of gold, other than Africa. So he's like, I'm out of the country. I just want to know if you are allergic to gold. I see a very beautiful gold choker that I'd like to get
Gold
you.
what?
Choker. It's a necklace thing.
Yeah.
What's the difference between that and a normal necklace?
Necklaces are loose. Choker is
A choker.
adhesive, sort of.
Yeah.
Not
So it's
adhesive.
like it sits
Yeah,
around.
yeah.
But then it's not really choking you, but.
Oh, okay.
So, you see, the way our families, really, my cousin and I, were not brought up in that gold digging situation. She'd have to explain to her parents where the hell she gets pure gold from, because they know they didn't give her that kind of money, and no friend of hers can afford to buy her that for her birthday. Okay, so the conscience now hits her. It's like, damn. So she lies and says she's allergic. Big mistake lying to a rich guy, because then he's like, then can you do platinum?
Father God.
Either way, I forgot how, but she got herself out of the situation.
Oh man.
Okay, that's over. We carry on again now into prelims. So in my school, we had this thing called the Christmas market.
Okay.
What happens is, you know, private school mothers, housewives, they have nothing to do. So they give
So
them
they're,
an
like,
opportunity
involved,
to
yeah.
go there and sell stuff and bake and sell us cake.
Yeah.
Overly priced. Anyways, so now our school was mixed with the primary school and the high schools, just that were separated by breaks and
Okay.
the building structure. But then with the Christmas market, whether you're from the high school or the primary school, we go to the same place to see what happens in the market.
Yeah.
So we going there, you know, going shopping. We see this guy walk in. I'm like, "Cuz, I don't remember.
You were in high
Listen,
school.
no. I'm like, "Cuz, we didn't tell this guy we're in high school. We pretended we worked, right?" It's like, yeah.
Please
Like,
don't tell me what I think it
is
is.
he stalking me? She's like, I don't know.
Please don't tell me
His
what I
child
think it
walks behind him.
Oh.
Please don't tell me. Bruh.
Yes,
How
that
young
was
the
awkward
child?
and fun.
Like primary school.
Yeah, primary school, but that's old.
Oh man.
Damn. Yeah. Then he explained now himself, was like, no, this is the interesting part because it was awkward. It's like, you're in high school, so it's like you have a child here. Anyways, he explained himself. He said he's going through a divorce, blah, 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 blah. But he doesn't care that she's in high school. I was like, whoa.
Wait, did he catch feelings?
Yeah.
Oh man.
Yes. Gold digging
Well, that's messy.
is a very tricky situation if your heart is not in it. Hey, you know, you don't want to
That's what I was
invest.
saying. That's why I'm
Then
saying.
it catches up
I
to you. You
know-
thought you were having drinks at Capello.
That's what I'm saying. I know that I'm gonna cheat on this guy. Like I know myself, bruh. I know myself. I'm going to want something more substantial than material things. And I feel like I can't, if I cannot hold a candid conversation with my own father, how much more is, you know, a complete stranger? Someone I met at Blue Room of all places. That time I'm in Blue Room, I was just going there to turn up, and then here's this guy, he bought me drinks, I get his number, and then we meet up for lunch, and then we talk. But then, okay, of course, like I've also found myself in a bit of a, not a predicament like that as such, but let's say I've made friends with my dad's friend, who happens to have money.
Can I introduce this?
Sure.
This is the section where Lee tells us a story.
Yes, this is how we roll. Yes.
Really? That's gonna be my intro now?
Uh-huh.
Okay, alright. Sorry. So now, what had happened was, as a child, I was always close to my dad, you know. I did everything with my dad. When dad goes to play golf, I go with him. And, like, I had my own little setup there, like, golf carts and everything. Like, I had everything, right? And we would play golf together, and his friends would tag along, you know, and I met his friends, and I thought, oh my God, these guys are so awesome. And the beautiful thing about it, though, is that my dad has a very, how can I put it, broad spectrum of friends in terms of, like, what they do, right? So it just so happened that there's this one particular friend who, let's say, has money. This man has money. And now, growing up, I was just like, okay, no, that's dad's friend, that's dad's friend. The gold digging thing is like,
Yeah,
you know, antichrist things. We're not about to participate right now in those things.
You know?
Yeah, you know, so the idea of being with an older man in that regard just didn't sit well with my soul in general. And then coming to varsity now, you know, being exposed to these things, laughing at people about it as well, because I found it ridiculous. You know, he approached me. I'm not going to say his name, but he approached me.
Just in case his child is listening.
No, actually, he's, how do I put it? He doesn't.
No, don't expose. It's fine, friend. Just carry on.
Let's just say that his situation allows for him to do these things. Anyway, so he approaches me and he's like, hey, we should go out for lunch or something. just to hang out and whatever. I thought it was weird. But then I figured, it's free food and this is my dad's friend. It's not going to hurt. Like, I know him. I see him as an uncle, so it's okay, I guess. So it's all right. And then the first encounter was like, it was a simple lunch, but then he spoke about, can you stop gossiping about me? And then we spoke about like general things. He'd ask me about school, he asked me about my life and things like that. And then it came to the point where now he would ask me questions, personal questions, like, do you have a boyfriend? Have you ever had a boyfriend? Things like that.
Do I want to
And
tell my
I
best
guess,
friend?
long story short, it just led to the point where he suggested something along those lines. And I was like, no, I'm not into that. I'm okay, I'm cool. I'm not about that life. It's chilled. So yeah, that was basically, you could say this is my sugar daddy encounter, basically. If you
So
think
now,
about
wait.
it.
I have a question.
Uh-huh.
Why didn't you?
Why didn't I?
Because he's your dad's friend.
Can I answer?
Mainly because he's my dad's friend.
Wait, can I answer from a psychological point of view?
Okay.
Most of the people who are sucked in to this whole industry, I think it should be called an industry. Yeah, I'm
Yeah?
gonna
Because
call it
it's
an
a job?
industry. Most people who are sucked into this have daddy issues. She just described to us the type of relationship she has with her dad. That does not allow for sugar daddies. The fact that she identifies with any man, whether she knows him or not, as a father figure shows that she's not lacking. She has that respect. For me, it's just gross. It's like dating my dad or older. It's just ew. Because I have a healthy relationship with my dad. It's rare, really. It's rare to find a girl. And when I say daddy issues, I'm not talking broken home. Her dad might be living in the house, but if their relationship is strained, it's very easy for her to get into that industry.
Yeah.
You just killed my vibe, bro.
You suck.
Excuse me. So, to me, I would advise you, if you ever get a daughter, make sure that your relationship with her is solid.
Yeah.
You don't want to be out there, then she's dating TK or Pax.
You know?
You laugh now. It's not
You
going
know?
to be funny.
Especially Pegs.
Yeah, you don't want your child under Pax.
Shout out
No
to
way.
Pegs, but like, especially Pegs.
Yeah, you don't want
No.
want your daughter to
No.
be in the hands of Pax. So I'm just saying, don't do this whole thing of let her bond with her mother. A child needs her father,
Absolutely.
really, especially for girls. Man, you do not understand how a dad can be a girl's world. And if she lacks you, Pax is gonna be her father.
He's gonna fill that void in more ways than one. Just saying. But now, help me. Let me get this off my
You
chest.
say, if I fuck up, my child is going to.
Yes, she
She
has
is
an
more likely.
80%
Yes.
chance to go in that direction.
Absolutely. If you don't give your daughter
Unless
a
she
hug,
finds
you will
Jesus.
find her on a pole. I promise you.
Or in a car you don't even own. So
Okay.
you better
Maybe
treat-
not even a car he doesn't own. A car that he aspires to buy.
Yeah.
That I'm saving up to buy.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah. When you retire.
Yes,
That
she's
time
already
she's in it.
Now, I'm not saying overindulge her. You don't want to have a spoiled brat. She needs a spanking every now and then.
Absolutely.
But love her. Make time for her. She tells you, Daddy, I'm performing, even if you know she's going to be a tree in that play. You go watch her. You take pictures.
And you
make
tell her that she is the best tree
Yes,
in the whole
you've never
wide
seen
world.
a tree look that good before.
Exactly.
Then you'll be her world. Then she'll date kids her age.
Parenting 101.
Hello.
And we're not even parents. I
Bruh.
mean, we should get doctorates for these things, bruh. Like honorary doctorates in parenting, like child parenting and such.
Anyways, you were
You know
saying-
what? I think the intimacy part of these relationships disturbs me. Can his what
Manhood?
word can I use? I don't like using that word. What can his tools,
magic stick.
can his armor rise to the occasion?
Oh, no.
Yes, you're a young thing.
There's this thing they call. What's it called?
Viagra?
Viagra.
That
No, but other than that, for him it's not gross. You're a young thing, you know, it
You're
excites him. Yeah, he has no problems. It's the girl you should be asking, you know?
Because I feel like, when a man hits a certain age, he needs help. And I'm not the type who has time to get help or offer help. I'm sorry.
With me, if
In
you're
the in the line of duty, there's no time for that. If I am ready to go, for lack of a better word, like when I'm ready to go, I don't have time. I really don't have time
how long does it take for the Viagra to hit the
to
spot?
kick in. I don't know.
Because I'm thinking Panados takes a while before that headache disappears. Does he have to take it,
It
4
must
hours
remember it
before,
must still
during
dissolve.
dinner?
It must
You
still
know?
dissolve. It must still move through the system, go to the heart, and then, So
Guys,
it
date
takes a
people
while.
your own age, When you are 50, you are mentally prepared for such things to happen.
Well, friend, I don't know.
If we're going to look at it from that angle, for me, the biggest problem is not even the whole Viagra situation. For me, at weeks ago, I told you guys I like lean, and everything. I am yet to see a sugar daddy that is shaped like Boris Kujo. Maybe overseas, but here in South Africa,
sorry.
they all have that Julia's tummy, that just, the hug is, it's not even impossible.
We call that a BEE.
I don't-
Black
yeah.
eating and enjoying.
I don't want a black eating and enjoying. For me, that's just the tone. There's nothing he can do to set me on fire, if I can.
Can I
call
be
it that.
honest, though?
You like it?
No.
H, put that away. Just put that away.
I'm put in a corner now. I put myself in this corner,
You did.
actually. If I can be honest, I don't think I would be physically attracted to a sugar daddy who looks like Boris Kujo. Boris Kujo is
What?
good to look. No. Don't get me wrong. Boris Kujo is beautiful. He's an amazing man. We thank God every day for this
do.
man. We fast and we pray for men like this, okay? But at the same time, maybe it's my pretty boy
Yes, it
complex issues.
Do you
But
know she's allergic to
I don't like pretty
boys.
boys. I don't like guys who have hype. These hot people. They're nice to look at, but if he were to ask me out, I
While we're
would
there-
most likely
sorry,
say no.
Sorry for interrupting, but while we're there, would you date a guy who's fine financially, but looks like a hobo?
No.
Dresses like a hobo?
I have. And that was probably one of the best relationships I'd been in.
Damn it, man.
What made it awesome?
What made it awesome was, remember, I've always said that conversation to me is very important.
Okay, yeah.
I've always found it easier to be attracted to a guy whom I can actually have a proper conversation with than someone who looks good. I can't talk to hot guys. I think that's my issue. I can't talk to you. Because the whole time I'm going to be looking at your face and thinking, my God, you are so beautiful. And I cannot formulate a full sentence.
Sorry, wait.
Words
Sorry,
will fail
sorry,
me.
Sorry. Is this
Sorry.
why we're friends?
To me?
Is this you saying this in a way that I'm not supposed to notice?
To me, I feel like you can't be offended, first of all, because you haven't caught feelings, I haven't caught feelings. We haven't had that discussion. Listen,
So when you look
we
at me,
haven't
you
had
don't
that
think, "Oh my
discussion.
God."
We haven't had that discussion,
Do you need a hand?
right? Therefore,
Let me have
you have been friend-zoned long before you even stood a chance. So calm down.
So when you saw me the first time, there was no oh my God.
When I saw you, you were very talkative. You were that guy who had a lot of pizzazz, and I was like, oh, okay, he's a
Come
great
on.
friend. And then the minute I friend zone you, it's just easier for me to talk to you, as opposed to looking at a hot guy, who has no pizzazz, who has no conversation potential. All I'm gonna see him as is a sex object.
Okay, for me, conversation
That's
is important, like with you.
Yeah.
But there are combinations that I will never, ever, ever do. I will not do rich and ugly. I will not do beautiful and broke.
Yeah?
Yeah.
I don't understand.
Imagine Chris Brown broke.
I will not do
No,
Chris
wait,
Brown
wait, wait,
broke.
Chris Brown broke and
Seal.
Seal Rich.
I will not.
Ooh, Seal Rich's father. I'm not perfect. I'm not perfect.
Actually, let me.
But
not
I'm going to
say
be honest.
date.
I'm going to be true to
Married.
myself. I'm going to be true to myself, and I'm going to speak the truth. I'm not going to try to make myself look like a good person, because I'm not. but Seal Rich, I'm sorry.
Look,
Seal poor.
Chris Brown poor?
Seal poor.
no.
Hell no. No. The minute you say Seal, it's like, no.
Okay, I don't have that much of a problem with Seal. It's Gucci Mane and 2 Chainz and MC Hammer.
2 Chainz is not bad, eh?
No, man, not 2 Chainz, man. That other one, he likes wearing green suits and he likes wearing a big clock.
Flavor Flav.
Yes!
But Flavor Flav is old.
I don't care. I doubt he was any
Flavor
hotter.
Flav is actually broke, yeah.
I doubt he
No.
was any hotter.
No, he wasn't.
So,
Flavor Flav has always
Flav
been.
as a billionaire, no. Because now I'm married to this guy. What are my kids gonna look like? Flavor Flav?
Who cares about your kids, man?
I
No,
say,
to me, with
no.
these situations, you must also think
Yeah, I
about
want
your
my
kids.
kids to have a
And especially
beautiful
when it
life.
comes to money. Thank you for mentioning it. Especially when it comes to money. I wouldn't want to be with Chris Brown broke. Me where I'm at, me where I aspire to be. My children are not going to see him as a man. They're going to see him as just
Right,
that
'cause
guy
mommy got
at
the
home. That guy
The
at
extra
home.
guy.
Eventually, the respect factor is going to lack at some point because daddy doesn't have money. Every time the kids need money, they're going to come to me because they know that my pockets
But
are
now,
full.
it depends how you.
Must I give daddy money and then
So you
say
can
no,
give
go to
them-
I'm
daddy?
not saying give daddy money, but if you married this guy has no job. Obviously, whenever he needs money, he's gonna go.
That's
to you.
what we
I'm
say.
saying is
We will never
you might
be in
have-
those situations.
I don't want to put myself in a situation where he has the potential to be disrespected by me
Okay,
and our children.
So now, if this man has a job, it's all going great, and then he gets framed for whatever, he gets fired, he goes broke.
Then, well, we're going to have to go back to the books now. Obviously, he needs to find a way to get back on his feet.
But
And if
that's
you
a
can't?
different situation. It's not like he's just.
So once this happens, it doesn't define. It depends on the situation,
Yes,
on the context.
absolutely.
Okay.
Now we
The
just have to
environment
go with
stands
the
to
flow.
change at all times. Even if he's a genuine standard guy who, let's say, works for an accounting firm. I marry this man, we are balling on top of balling, and we have children. You know, we're living a beautiful life. And then he loses his job. It's bound to happen. These things happen. The environment will
But
change
we-
all the
we are
time.
saying we
But
will
I
not
feel like
walk
I will
into
not
it.
willingly sit with a guy with empty pockets and say, baby, let's get married and let's have children and I will support you. No,
So
it's not going to
The
happen.
pockets are a problem here.
The pockets are a problem.
So if you wouldn't you wouldn't even go out with a guy who works for Edgar's.
I have.
No, I'm talking when you are bowling now.
When I'm bowling.
When you want
no. Can we meet each other at our level of balls?
What if
Excuse the
what,
pun.
what if that's his level of balls?
Then he must go find other people at his level.
He can't aim for the stars when he's on the ground. It doesn't work like that.
We're busy
doesn't
with
work like that.
astronauts now. He must stay with the pilots down on Earth.
Not even the guys who ride bikes and rickshaws. Honestly speaking, I can't imagine myself going to a place like Signature, seeing a waiter at Signature and saying that he's the one. Because chances are this guy doesn't have money. Chances are. I would be more attracted to another guy sitting at another table at Signature by himself.
Paying.
I'm being true to myself, I'm being honest, and that's that. Thank you, bye. And I can't even call myself a gold digger because I don't look for these things. The difference between us and gold diggers is that we know where we're at, we know where our level of ball is going to be in the future, and we want a man to match that. With gold
We
diggers,
don't want
they
to
don't
sup- we don't
have,
want
most
them to support.
gold diggers do not have that drive to succeed, to be their own woman, to have their own things.
Now, what if you don't reach your level of balls? What if you never get the opportunity to?
Then it only makes sense to get a guy who's at my level at that time. it only makes sense.
But you would go for a guy who's up there if he came for you.
Yeah.
If he did, and I felt like this is something that I can stay in without thinking about cheating on him, without feeling like I'm going to manipulate him.
For
If I
me,
actually love this
age
man, I would.
matters as well, you know.
It's pretty much like where I'm at right now. Where I'm at right now, I'm a student. I don't have that kind of money. And I had that opportunity to be walking around with red bottoms, to have my own car. I could have had my own car by now. The way the situation was set up. The guy would have been paying my rent, and then the rent money that dad is paying is just
Take
filling the
out
gap.
for lunch.
Nje.
But you know, we could. Be
I
having,
had that
we could be having
opportunity
cake
and I
every
did
day.
not take it. No,
could be
no,
having
don't
cake
make it. Don't make me look. Don't make me look selfish. The point is
She
that
could pay for gym and cake.
listen. I had that opportunity. I'm saying this right now. I had that opportunity, and with the mindset that I've got, I've told myself that it's not worth it. That I know that I'm gonna find a broke nigga that's gonna love me, and I'm gonna love him back, and I'm gonna cheat on this rich guy with the broke guy because the broke guy loves me, and that's it. Thanks.
What I would love is to get rich together.
Yeah, that's a great idea. That's cool.
So, you are at your optimum ball level. Nah? You meet a guy who is not even mediocre, not even medium. He's like still starting out, but he's around your age. This man is working to get to that ball level. Nah? Would you help him, or would you give it a chance?
He's talking about a scenario, you know, in what's that movie with Kevin Hart and Taraji and Mike Ely?
Think like a man.
Yes. You know, with Taraji and Mike
Yes,
Ely.
yeah.
He's coming up. It's just that, you know, ish.
If I can see that he's making an effort, I will help him. If I can see that he's waking up in the morning and he's hustling, no problem.
And if that effort doesn't pay off,
It's bound to pay off.
It has to.
He's gonna
You
hit
can't
the
put
money.
work into something.
Here's the thing. We are not talking about definites. We're talking about possibilities. It's possible that it won't happen.
Okay.
What happens when it doesn't happen?
But with her level of bowling, she can make it happen. You just said she's at her
yeah.
maximum bowling.
Now she's paying. Let's say she's paying for this guy to start a business. The business fails.
But the thing is about someone who has passion about where he's going. When it fails, he doesn't walk away.
can't give
He
up.
looks for another avenue to get to it. And like in that movie, that's pretty much what happens with that guy. He really is trying to open his own restaurant, but there's always something that stands in the way.
Obviously, he's going to be cut up about it. He's going to be
Yeah.
like, business failed. Maybe he will even have, I could allow him time to actually mourn the death of this business
himself
and
together.
get himself together, get enough willpower to stand up and say, look, I need to provide for my family and I'm going to do it. And at the end of the day, I know the laws of the universe will always reward you for efforts
They
that you
will.
make. Good or bad, you will always be rewarded for the input. So,
Okay.
yeah.
Anyways, coming in closing, Dumi, what are your views on gold digging when the rent is too high?
Bona, if the opportunity arises, I'm going to.
The
take it.
investment.
I will.
You are
I will
game.
take that money. I will. Bona,
You're doing it.
I can even dream about what's gonna happen.
Okay.
But anyway,
That's dangerous.
yeah.
Lee,
Wow. Gold digging, it's not worth it. I think, yes.
You maximum level of bowling. You make 1.5 million rand a
you
year.
can't let us close, can you?
Ne? You make 1.5 million a year. Man comes, he makes 100 million a year.
Oh, me, I'll share.
He
I
chose
have
me,
no
so
problems.
You have no problem.
No.
What?
he chose me, so
Should I quit my job? Do you want me to be a housewife?
again, it goes back to if I love him
Okay.
and I know I won't cheat on him.
I'm sorry
then
for starting it
will
up again.
happen.
Okay, but obviously with his 100 million, he better come with an August Alsina face, because otherwise he can keep his Flavor Flav
Girl,
face with his 100
if he's
million.
got that Robert Mugabe steez.
He can keep that 100 million. Shame, miss me with it. I'm doing good with my 1.5.
Okay.
Nobody died from living on 1.5. Okay. He can keep his 100 mil.
Thank you. He can even leave me with a parting gift of 2 million.
Yeah.
That would be great.
Just to,
Yeah, just 2. Only 2.
But nothing will. We can be friends. Real good friends.
Oh,
We'll help
trust
each
me.
other in business.
I am so good at keeping friends. It's crazy. We will be friends.
Yeah, he'll probably be
Absolutely.
my friend.
You are going
And
to
he will
call
help
my
me
number.
build my empire, because that's what
Absolutely.
friends do. They help each other up, but he will not get anything.
And friends buy each other's gifts. On their birthdays.
They do, like private jets.
You know? I could get like a surprise
Anyways,
trip
friends,
to Cape Town.
round it
Whatever.
up.
Anyway, in summary, gold digging, I wouldn't advise people do it because it opens doors for manipulation. It opens doors for, and it's manipulation on both ends, not just the girl manipulating him, but him manipulating her. You know, with his money and whatever. Personally, I wouldn't do it. I hope to raise my daughter well enough to make sure that she doesn't succumb to such. And yeah, I don't know. Gold digging is just not, it's not kosher. It's not nice. It's not cool.
On a very, very light note, girls out there who are already in this industry, working the industry, make sure that when your time expires, you have something to show for your hard work.
Shout out
Please-
to Fulane.
You know, please get investments some way. Let him buy a house in your name, because a house that he buys you that you call yours but is in his name is still not yours. He can kick you out.
You live
know?
there. It's
like,
not your home.
Don't live for now. Instead of him buying you a MacBook and tell him to give you that 20 G's, go buy some shares, I don't know, go buy a plot of land, do something. You don't need to walk in designer shoes. You will not die if
At
your
the
shoes
age of
don't
23,
cost
Louboutins are not gonna.
20,000. It's fine, really. Do something. So, 10 years from now, when he leaves you, because he will leave you, his wife is
Absolutely.
going to find out
Sure.
and she will threaten to leave with half of everything. And do you think he's going to choose you over half of his wealth that he worked for? But when he leaves you after 10 years, make sure, you're good. But on a very serious note, don't do it. You are, no, really, don't do it.
There's
You
more
are
to life than
wrecking
routine.
families. Put yourself in the shoes of not just his wife, but his children. Imagine if you don't have a father, let's say you did have a father. Imagine some other girl came and ruined your family the way you are ruining someone else's family. Let's actually take it 10 years from now, 20 years from now. Imagine some hot thing when you are no longer hot. She comes and does that to you and breaks your family and breaks your children. Don't do it. It's evil, really. It's demonic. Don't do it.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, y'all. We're going to see y'all next week. Sharp.
Peace.